All right, Barak Yahweh Shai. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And I also want to say peace and blessings, salutations to the elect. I'm Zahab, Spirit Wind Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp. And today I want to go into a topic of basically the meek shall inherit the earth and who are the meek. Who does that pertain to today? All right, so this is Psalms 37 and 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And I'm going to look up the word meek, and it's the Hebrew. It's a strong 6035. All right, and it's Hanau. I'm assuming that, or I believe it's Hanau. I know that they don't pronounce it right. But basically, it says poor, humble, afflicted, poor, needy, poor and weak, poor, weak and afflicted, humble, lowly, meek. Then it goes on to say under Strong's definitions, depressed, figuratively in mind or circumstances, needy, especially saintly, humble, lowly, meek, poor. Under Jensenius Hebrew Lexington, it says afflicted, miserable, commonly with the added notion of a lowly, pious, and modest mind, which prefers to bear injuries rather than return them. But the gist of it is poor, afflicted, poor, weak, and afflicted. All right, so let's see if we could find a source that's in sync with this scripture. Okay, this is poverty state of working America, and I'm just going to skip to the point. The name of the article is the state of working America, poverty. It says among racial and ethnic groups, African Americans had the highest poverty rate, 27.4%, followed by Hispanics, 26.6%, and whites, 9.9%. So as you can see, the poorest, or who would be considered the poor, are so-called Negroes and Hispanics. But we know according to the scripture, that's the northern and southern kingdom, okay? So from there I'm going to get Lamentations 5. And it said that was the statistic for working Americans, okay? It says Lamentations 5 and 4, it's a lot. We have drunken our water for money, our wood is sold unto us, our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. So what does it mean it says we labor? What's another word for labor? We work. We work but have no rest. Why don't you have any rest? Because you're subject to those payments. You're always working to make ends meet. So from there I'm going to go to Baruch 3 and 8. This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. So like, just give it a second to load up. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, this day, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Wait a minute, let me go back to the scripture. It's for afflicted, and it says poor, needy. What is one thing you need if you're needy? If you're a working class American, but you're considered poor, what is it that you need? You need that check. So you're subject to those payments. You need that payment. First of all, you're subject to the payments of your bills. You have to pay them. But then you're subject to getting a check, man. You're living paycheck to paycheck, man. All right? So that's what it means to be meek. All right, you're afflicted. Let's see another definition for afflicted. It's the online etymology dictionary. It says afflicted, person or persons in constant suffering or of body or mind. All right, so affliction can go back to depression or being oppressed, man. You know that you're oppressed. All right. This is Psalms 18:27. For thou shalt save the afflicted people, but will bring down the high looks. So as you can see, hopefully this sheds light on who the afflicted people are by we showing you through the Spirit what it means to be afflicted. And it basically is a person that's struggling, man. So for you brothers and you sisters out there, man, you struggling to make ends meet, you broke right before payday, you know, it's no coincidence that no matter what happens, you always mysteriously pretty much broke right before payday. You gotta stretch your money, you know, you gotta push off payments, make calls, make moves, whatever it is to make ends meet. You know, that's a sign that you part of the afflicted, which means you may be part of the 1/3, man. You might be part of the people that the Lord is going to deliver out of America, man. You see, even if a Jake has a nice car note in the house, it's a good chance that he's working to pay those mortgages, man. He's working to pay that car note and the insurance and the upkeep of it, man. So he's a hamster on a wheel trying to pay for his necessities, and pursuant to Lamentations, the 5th chapter, that's a sign of oppression, man. All right, Lamentations, the 5th chapter, and 5 and 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. I'm gonna skip up. It says, we have drunken our water for money, and our wood is sold unto us, man. You have drunken your water for money. I wonder what that means in another variation of the scripture. All right, another translation. Let me see what it says in New Living Translation. We have drunken our water for money. All right, this is Lamentations 5 and 5. We have to pay for water to drink, and even firewood is expensive. All right, but it says we have to pay for water we drink. All right. What do you call that? That's called a water bill. Okay? That's called a water bill, man. So that goes to show you, man, we are under oppression, man. All right, we are oppressed. We're crushed. We're afflicted. We're needy. We're subject to payments. So when the scripture speaks about, you know, he's going to save the afflicted people, who is that, man? Who is that talking about? But with that, I hope you brothers are edified. I hope this brings comfort to you. You know, just hold tight, man. It ain't no point of selling out or saving your beer so you could get that $50,000, $60,000 job. It ain't no point of going to the military and getting killed shortly after. All right? There ain't no point of selling out, bro. All right? So with that, man, I hope you brothers are edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.